Hello there, Freddy here, welcome to a new video from Enshrouded. And if you haven't seen the previous episode, definitely go watch it, because in a previous episode, our good old friend George got to a whole new level, literally. But anyway, I have bad news. You see, I already recorded an episode, but I forgot to properly set up OBS, so there is no game sound, and what's even more embarrassing, I forgot to plug in my microphone. So there's no commentary either. So the whole episode went down the drain. Well, not all of it. We're gonna make a quick recap right now. The first thing that I decided to do was to finally free the farmer. Mainly because gathering in this game is really hard and annoying. As you can see, I have no more mushrooms and it took me forever to collect those 54 berries. And the funny ironic thing is that I decided to free the survivor that is the closest to my base as the last one. It's literally in my backyard. I also found a new well, which will be important later. But anyway, I found my way to the vault, which was suspiciously quiet. There were no enemies, so I was expecting ambush at any moment. Luckily, it just turns out to be a puzzle, and I even managed to find a hidden chest, which gave us a crackling wand. So I simply found all the buttons, but not before getting distracted by a lens flare. Just look at it, it's gorgeous. Also, I think that this is the first vault where we get an option to get on the roof. At first I thought that I cheesed it, but then it turned out that I was actually going everything around. I even found another chest which turned out to have a forest longbow. So I finally freed the farmer from the fortress, which unlocked us a whole bunch of new stuff. And then I immediately went to talk to her. And I'm quickly just going to show this, and you can pause and read if you want. Then I checked the crafting to find out that there's a lot of decoration stuff, such as this overgrowth tool, as well as veggie soup, tea, and popcorn. And apparently this is what we needed to tame the animals. I even found the chopping board that we found in a previous episode, which turned out to be a food plate, and of course a lot of flowers. But mainly we got the farm soil. So I quickly gave her her bed and accidentally communed with the fire. Here's some more stuff you can read if you want. And then I decided to craft the farm soil. And the flower soil, I don't know why. So now it's time to learn how to use it. Which turned out to be pretty simple. You just need the construction hammer. Which turned out to be a little funny at first. But I managed to make myself some nice little garden. And it was time to plant the berries. Nope. It was time to chat with Balthazar. And turns out that that was the last survivor that we needed to free. And we also got an option to tame the cat. Then I realized that we actually need the seed bed to get the seedlings. So I quickly crafted one and immediately started crafting the berry bushes. And because I had no mushrooms, I had to go on a little mushrooming adventure into the forest, just so I can get at least 2 mushrooms. And then I went and straight up planted the bushes in our new garden. And also I couldn't resist but tried to put it on the wall. Sadly, it doesn't work. And it also turns out that we don't really need the special dirt, but it's good to have it anyway because stuff on it grows faster. And then I decided that we should slowly transition to the better potions, for which we will need the chamomile from the revelwood. And then I went on a chest hunt where I didn't get anything interesting from the low level areas, besides one new weapon. So I decided to cut it out completely. And in the new area, I got a timbered bow, executioner axe. I even got some fresh spores, and then I got killed. Then I got the archer helmet, which turned out to be worse than mine, a crackling wand, wolf's claw. I even went to the Marcos Summit where I defeated the mini-boss, which gave us the gem of swiftness. And then from the last chest we got a legendary coiling wand. And it turns out that the gem increases our cutting damage for 5 seconds if we just run a little. Which sounds fun and something that I may use. But in meanwhile, we managed to produce a lot of bushberry seedlings, so I immediately planted some. And then I went and upgraded my new wand, which apparently has the ability to repair itself if we kill an enemy with it. Then we did our salvage session, and that's pretty much it. But of course, I also did a lot of stuff off screen. Like for example, I also added additional 2 seed beds, as well as extended my garden, and also added the camomiles. So I'd say let's collect everything we can right now. This is a lot of mushrooms, and we have still more in our storage. A lot of mushrooms. Let's straight up make more camomiles. As you can see, I just keep making more seedlings, but that's not all that happened. As you can see, I was also collecting the azure mushrooms. We are doing great, at least for now. I was also collecting some more shroud mushrooms, so let's make a bit more of these, and definitely more of these. But of course, first I'm gonna use up these. I also told you that this well is important, because off screen I went to this well to get some more water. Oh, more? Alright. And my curiosity didn't let me but to wander a little too close to this place, which meant that I discovered this new ruined city, the Ferndale. We're not going there now. I just came here to tell you that when I discovered this city, that gave me like 200 XP or something like that, which made me level up to level 15. Which sadly I wasn't able to capture it on camera. At least now we have 2 free skill points that we can invest into something. But yeah, I think that that's all that happened off screen. But anyway, today I would like to progress some more with the main quest line. Or at least what I think is the main quest line. Like for example, defeating the Captain Pikemead, which will get us the head, which is exactly what we need for upgrading our altar to the next level. We also need the Shroud Nexus. And of course, copper ore, that's not a problem. Goo is not a problem. Corrupted board tasks are also not a problem anymore, because I am going to collect them right now. But first, let me repair my weapon so that we can go on adventure. And let's now fast travel to the Revelwood, because off screen, while collecting more mushrooms, I found the corrupted boars, and I also marked them on a map. I hope that my computer will be less laggy than it was off screen, because this place is just insanely laggy for some reason. Even more so than before. I really tried to optimize my computer, but for some reason it's just not good enough. But anyway, while I was collecting mushrooms, I noticed something in the distance. Go away. Right. While I was collecting mushrooms, I noticed something in the distance. At first I thought those are just zombies, but they are too much bent over. And when I came closer, I realized that's not zombies. That's pigs. Yes! Ambush! Let's not... Wait, what the? Oh no. Teleport! Oh no. Alright, good. So apparently they create a zone of red shroud or something. I'm sorry, I wasn't commenting. I was too focused on not dying. But anyway, we have the corrupted board tasks. Not those guys. Where is the area? Over there. Azure mushrooms. I will collect those because the seedlings are extremely expensive. It seems like there were only 2 pigs. That's not much, because we need a lot of them. We need like 15, just so we can upgrade the flame. And then, how much? 10? Like 10 more, so that we can make the glider. I was hoping there would be more, but anyway, I think we can demark the area now. There doesn't seem to be much, but at least I found the area where the pigs seem to be. And it seems I have to go around here. I'm not sure if I want to jump down, because there's a lot of guys, and they seem to protect something. Ouch. Good thing we have long time in a shroud. I'll try to parkour around them if it's possible. Nope. Okay. It seems to be just these basic guys. Oh no. The bugs. Okay, there's more of them than I thought. Where are they keep crawling from? There it is. Screw that guy. I'm going this way. It's only when I look forward. There's something forward that my computer really doesn't like. These guys. I don't think we really need this that much. Maybe we will in the future, but I'm curious. Where are the pigs? Or were they really just 2? Okay, we're back here. And I guess that's all to the pigs. So, let's go home, clean up our inventory, and let's go visit the Captain Pikemead. How much do we need for the glider? Oh, we need linen. Right. Yeah, we need something completely else for that. Then, what did we need the Tusks for? That's just a coloring station, that's not for the linen. We need the Tusks for something, and I forgot what. Alright, let's regenerate for free while we're home. Morning, George. I'd say let's not prolong it. Where the hell did we use up so much of our wailing blade? I guess let's mark this area out, and or maybe we should make like smaller steps, like for example trying to destroy this elixir well and then get to these things. When I look into the journal, Captain Pikemead is one of these 3 question marks. It's probably not this one, so it's either this one or this one. That's pretty far from the export area. I expect to get lost a lot. Maybe we should first get the glider. How do we get the glider? Hollow holes, difficulty moderate. Right. But it seems that we don't really have a quest for the hand spindle. Anyway, let's mark for example this and let's see where it gets us. Wow, that's really far away. I'm gonna cut out a lot. Anyway, see you when I get somewhere. Let's go, for example, this is probably a good area to start. Right, and now just follow the coast, which is not entirely possible because of the mountains. There should be nothing in our way. I guess we can straight up drink the stamina potion. Stupid mountains. Right, I think it's better to teleport over here and just start over there. Here's a scavenger outpost. I guess we have to go through the shroud. So I guess let's just go down, even though I really don't wanna. And of course, if we meet any corrupted boars on our way, I'm slaying those. And if we meet any bunchies on our way, I'll at least try to dodge them. I don't wanna bother with them. I don't think we really need their banshee nonsense. Boar. Oh, they're actually like sneeze shroud. Ouch. And what does this zone even do? I didn't quite register it. You'll see it on a video. Anyway, let's just continue. We only have half a kilometer left. Azure mushrooms that I can't access from over here. That's stupid. Oh no. How did I forget that they do that? They literally did that like a few seconds ago. Ouch. Nice. Oh, it's hurting me. I just bravely step into it, and yeah, it does pretty much what you would expect. Northern Caravan Camp. Okay, more text that I'm not gonna read because we're in a shroud and we have limited time. Right, there's the thing. Maybe I do have time to read it. Expedition log 2. Do we have expedition log 1? No, I don't remember. So let's see what awaits us at the pike. Right, so we're on the right track. The guy was just talking about, well, it doesn't look great. They can somehow see the smoldering reach of the Pikemead captain. Anyway, let's take this and let's move on. There's something over there. The basic zombies. They're level 15. That's exactly my level, so. Anyway, chest. A wolf's claw. Oh well, I was hoping for something better. Like an anvil? Oh well, let's continue. What the? I lagged out, I guess. Something terrible happened. And I have 5 altars occupied, so I can afford to make one. And let's make it about here. And I guess let's drink yet another of these stamina potions. I think we're good to go. I guess right now I could use the Shroud Survival Flask. At least one. Alright. Let's reach our death. There it is. But we'll have to fight our way through. What the hell? Did it really just one-shot me? There's no way. Try number 3. This time I know that these guys can just one-shot me, which is just insane. So we'll have to keep dodging them. And at best, aggro one at a time. There's one. Ah, he's coming. No, that's just the archer. Okay, at least we got that out of the way. Okay, let's aggro that one. Of course, when I try to follow him, he stops. No, please not both. Do you know what the worst thing is? The entire environment is just terrible for fighting because you can get stuck on so many things. And that's why I died right now, because I couldn't dodge him. This is absolutely the worst. Go away. Where is it? Over there somewhere. I apparently went completely different way. That sucks. There's my death. Where are those bastards? I don't think it makes sense to heal. They're nowhere to be seen. That's probably because he's next to my second death. What? That's just the archer. He's nowhere to be seen. That's alright. I am okay with that. And worst of all, I should have saved the altar when we get to the other side, because I can already see that this will be dangerous area, and there's a nice little island where I could have like put the checkpoint or something. But alright. We are now across the shroud. New location charted. Reach the Captain Pikemead. Oh, this looks massive. Cooking station farmer. Pikemead's reach. So, I guess this is it. I'll have to somehow get in, which I would guess would be through the shroud. Yeah. Just the funniest thing happened. I thought that I misspoke, and then I realized that I didn't. What? Oh, nope. I can't use my wand on these. Why do I even care about better wand when I only use it as a tool, just to press buttons and stuff? Alright, seems like we are inside. Where the hell are we? Oh no. I hate this detailed environment. It's beautiful and all, but I always get stuck on something. There's just impossible not to get stuck on something. Right, we have the area marked with our death. So, see you there. New place discovered. But we're not going there. At least not today. Hello. Nice, that was a quick process. That was stupid of me. Another pick. Surprise attack! Surprise attack worked. Nice. Now, Coverbrook Farm. We just keep discovering new stuff. Mainly because I'm in a completely wrong area. No, not those guys. I'll try to have as little confrontation as I can because these guys are way too OP. More picks. A lot of picks. Good. Just don't stop. Good. I don't have much sword left, so I don't know how useful I will be. Although I still have the spinachal axe, but that's not much. No! This looks like a place that could have an anvil. Maybe that house? Madhouse? Oh no. Come on! Anvil? A chest with arrows? Is that it? This was not worth it. But for some reason only the shroud is laggy. When I'm outside the shroud, everything runs smoothly. Here's the non-shroud access. And we have a checkpoint. Nice. What's up here? Anvil. Come on. Apparently there is a shroud. Apparently this whole place is mostly shroud. And now I fell somewhere. Okay. Is this the place? Seems like it, but my death is somewhere over there. It's like 20 meters away. Now, like this. Now, let's jump to that house over there. Hopefully it has an anvil or another chest. Right, I won't say no to the fireballs. At least I don't have to craft them. I get nowhere from over here. So close yet so far. Alright. Let's go everything around. These are like the easiest. They don't even attack most of the time and they have no way to defend themselves. New location charted. Shanty Sackles, right. That's not how we get in. And there doesn't really seem to be any way Oh no. Oh no. At least they can't get me over here. But they're descending. That's bad. Ooh. A new gem. Alright, banshees are dealt with. A chest. Archer's helmet. I won't even pick it up. What is this? Good folk, heed this warning. I don't feel like reading right now. I just wanna reach my death. I had a lot of tasks there. It seems I have to go this way, but I don't wanna go down. What if I have to go up again? I'd rather start up and then go down if necessary. It's easier to go down than up. There it is. I see it now. What? This is weird. For some reason I couldn't just walk off it. Oh no! That caught me by surprise. No, you don't. Can I block him? Okay. He fell down, but there's gonna be more. Or at least he's just going to walk around. Of course he will. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know where I am. They're over there. Come on. This is too laggy. Move, move, move. I would soon run out of health. That would be bad. Okay, good. Seems like he's stuck for now. This works. Oh no. He got unstuck. Oh no. No, run! I mean, the spiritual axe is strong, but it's insanely slow. And once you start just spamming, you just have no way of winning. And of course I have to go through this again. Of course, the stupid bugs. Let's quickly deal with this. There's another sanctum. Alright, we don't have to deal with that. Alright, here's the kettle. Violet in holy light. More sparks. As I know this game, the fell thunder already regenerated. But at least we killed one guy. Alright, let's go this way. And of course, there's another guy. Those guys are bigger problem than the fell thunder. Alright, let's switch to this now. Alright, let's switch them around like this. There's the elixir well. And here's that bastard. Dang it! Oh no. Oh no. Run! The worst thing is that this place is insanely laggy. Come on! Come on! Move! Come on! Oh no. Come on. Come on! Move! This is absolutely terrible place to fight. I have absolutely nowhere to dodge. I have absolutely nowhere to move. Wait a minute. No! I just regenerated on at the last moment. Apparently this is very effective. He just have insane amount of health and probably insane amount of armor. That was a close one. Wait, I beat him up with a minimal amount of health. That's insane. That was insane amount of trouble. Did I get all of my deaths? Yeah? How many tasks do we have? 9. That's not enough. But at least we finally get to destroy another elixir well. Now we have 3 points. So, chest and more messages. The invaders have taken the square. Anyway, chest. Guard of the North gloves. What gloves do we have? Nah, our gloves are better. We have warrior gloves. I think that this was enough adventure for today. Anvil! Nice! Is it possible to place the... We can't build here. Sadly, where is some outside area? I guess not this way. It's rather this way. More reading. Truth or dare? More rats, of course. Screw the rats. And let's build... We can't build over here. And I see absolutely nothing. Wait, no. This way I'm going deeper into the shroud. Wait, another chest! There's a lot of chests. Just master from maze, alright. There's something else? Right, I can't build over there. But I can build over here. Nice! Alright. This challenge was bigger than I can chew. I'm already recording too long. But anyway, what does this do? Right, we have the same gem twice. Alright. I was really hoping we'll be able to defeat the Pikemead in this episode, but at least we cleared out the area. We barely even managed to get in that area. That took a long time. We got 11 corrupted tasks. Yeah, that's decent. We need to get much more though. Hey, but at least we got the kettle. And we also finished the quest. Now we should be able to make the cooking station. Let's make some goulash and let's put it, I guess, over here in front of the door. It seems to make sense over here. Right. We can automatically grill stuff over here, meaning that I no longer have to sit in front of the fireplace, which is really nice. We didn't manage to get Pikemead today, but we will get him next time. But right now, I think it is time for the chest hunt. So let's first quickly run through the low-level chests. Legendary makeshift daggers. I mean, they're low level, but still, they're legendary. Another ring of endless life. I guess I'll just scrap it. I don't really need this. Alright, that's enough for the low-level areas, I would say. Let's move to the Revelwood. And from the first chest we get... Metal Star Mace. Infernal Wand. Warrior Boots. They have higher physical resistance. I think most of the enemies that we face have physical attacks. Archer Trousers. Plus 30% sneak speed. Which means now we officially got rid of the basic armor. Nice. And I think this is the last chest that we opened today. And we get the archer gloves. Well, at least we got something new, although I don't think very useful. And I think while we're here, we might as well pick up another cauldron, just so we don't have to craft one. Alright, we got another 2 legendaries. Our legendary chest is starting to get really full. But alright, I say, did you get stuck? Let's make another smelter and let's just place it right next to this one. And we can just straight up use our cooking station and it doesn't even require any fuel. That's nice. And I think as the last thing in this video, we should use our 3 skill points. I don't think this is anything special because we don't use roads very often, but I guess when we do, it does have significant effect, but we need that to unlock more stuff that is more useful. Let's unlock the Wanderlust. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my channel for more videos, follow me on Twitch, and we see each other in the next episode or something else completely. Until next time, see ya!